Hi everyone and welcome to MPA 594 week 5. So for this week's assignment we were asked to identify a public sector agency and make a change in it. So I decided to do mine on education, and the change that I wanted to implement was adding more technology. Of course, with technology in classroom, there is a lot of pros and cons, but I decided to focus on their benefits. Some of those include making teaching easy for teachers. It can help track students' progress. Students will enjoy learning and it'll be more fun and effective. It can also help ensure participation, and at the end of the day, it wastes less paper. In order to support this idea, I decided to use three different themes, one of them being efficiency, another being motivation, and the last being communication. I will explain in the next few slides how these tie into um, different theories of public administration. The first theme I decided to touch base upon is efficiency, which has to do with Mary Follett. So, efficiency is basically being able to accomplish something with the least amount of time and effort, basically using the easy way out. So, obviously, technology is a big thing that both teachers and students can use in the classroom that would lead to them using less effort and make doing things much faster. So technology can be used for communicating with parents. It can also be used for storing important information. It can help teachers find useful resources, and it can actually support learning outside the classroom. This can easily be a simple way of upping a student's performing by using the least amount of actual work, I guess you can say. Technology can be a big help with everybody, and I feel like if you implement it into a classroom, things could be so much easier for everyone. For example, I want to say 2 years ago, my sister's high school decided to grant each and every high school student a Chromebook. It's basically a computer where they can use to do their homework, to look up their grades, and so forth, communicate with the teacher, and so on. And it's school based only, meaning that any websites such as Netflix, Hulu, and anything that's not relevant to school will be blocked. Which I think this is a great thing that actually will help students, because some students don't have the access to have a computer, and a computer and Google makes everything so much easier. So more schools would be on that same boat and try to give something students that can help them with that, then things would be so much easier for everyone. And the computer is not theirs to keep. My sister does have to return it at the end of the year. And whatever, let's say for some reason there's damage, then she has to pay out of pocket. So it's like teaching them responsibility as well as everything else. So for theme 2, I decided to focus on motivation, which is something that a lot of kids struggle with. Like, not a lot of people feel motivated to go to school, to get good grades, to do their work, and so forth. So in order to motivate a student, I feel like teachers and counselors need to find something that motivates students. And I feel like technology is a good way to do so, because let's face it, every kid you see out in the street is on their phones. So I feel like technology is an easy way for them to get things done, because let's face it, whenever you don't know something, like, you use Google. So by doing so, like, the children will be so much more willing and so much more motivated to get things done. And I feel like with technology, teachers can kind of push students more and help them, and they'll actually want to interact. I know finding something to motivate you is not that easy, but like I said, technology brings an easy way out for everyone. Because let's face it, when you don't know the answer to something, like I know I don't want to go through the book and try to find the answer and read for it. I just want to be able to Google it and, find the easy way out. And that's what everybody basically is looking for, the easy way out. So I feel like technology can be a good use in classrooms and education. The last theme I decided to focus on was communication. Communication is a big thing. Teacher needs to learn how to communicate with students, and students need to communicate with teachers. Parents also need to be involved, and so forth. I read a quote on Douglas McGregor that says, "Relationships is a growing part of life, not life growing apart." Basically meaning that relationships make up everything, which I believe is so. Like teachers are key when it comes to a student's education. Like by implementing technology, communication can be easy. Let's say, for instance, a student has a question. They can easily get on the computer, email a teacher, or maybe have a tutoring site by the teacher where she's like on at a certain time where students can ask questions on the homework and basically get more hands-on and feel like the teacher cares, I guess you can say. Um, and when I mention implementing technology, I don't mean to just playing games, using the web for things that you're not supposed to. I meant using the technology for school purposes only. And, it can be a great opportunity for everybody if maybe we just give it a shot. Well, that was it for week 5. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. Feel free to agree or disagree and let me know how you guys feel about it. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next week.